All right, there we go. How's it going, everyone? This is Judith Vergata here, and we are hanging out today with the one and the only Karen Richardson. So Karen here is the creator and founder of Karen Richardson's Wealth and Wellness, and she's a really awesome marketer, and I've been stalking her for a while now. Really love her strategy, really love her methods. You know, she's an awesome marketer, and she's really kicking it in her business right now. And you know what? Recently, she started a mastermind entrepreneurs. You know, it's aimed to help entrepreneurs reach 50K months in their businesses. I'm part of the mastermind group, and I'm telling you, man, she's sharing valuable content in there. She's giving more than enough to get you started towards your route to 50K a month. So Karen, give us a little bit of an intro and give us a little glimpse what it's like inside your world.
Hey, nice to meet you, Judith. And, thanks for having me today as well. I really do appreciate it. So, I mean, I've been an online marketer for just over 2 years now. And I have the kind of the story that is very, very common. I hear all the time, you know, with other online marketers that they've spent a lot of money, they've been stuck, frustrated, and spinning their wheels, all that kind of thing, until I had my own personal breakthrough. But it took me about 9 months, and it cost me about $14,000 to get there. I mean, in that time, you know, I think I really built a mindset of steel to get through that. And that's why, you know, because of that persistence and just carrying on that tenacity, I actually, in the end, did have a breakthrough. You know, I'm on the leaderboards with the opportunity I'm in. I'm killing it with another opportunity, and it's just all coming together. But that there is a turning point, there's a shift that goes on in your head that really gets you from wanting to make money to actually being of value and helping other people. And I know it's kind of the age-old thing, we hear about it all the time, but it is absolutely true, because you build this know, like, and trust online, and that is the most key thing to having success in any online business. And it's really what's got me to where I am right now. As you know, I'm in the super affiliate network. I'm number 2 on the leaderboards. I'm chasing the leaders there all the time. And I think you interviewed Ace the other day, didn't you?
Right. I did. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And the thing is, my message has always been the anti-hustle. I've never advocated the hustle. I don't advocate sitting in front of your computer 24 hours a day because of these little guys over here.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I'm a mum. I hustle as a mum plenty. I don't need it in my business as well. And I'm very, very much of the message, you have to work smart. You have to work smart. And this is really what I'm helping other people to do, is work smart. Get past those blocks, those mental blocks, because that is all they are. All the blocks, all the trouble you're having with your business right now, it's everything to do with what's going on up here. And I'm big on that. Huge on it. In fact, tonight I've got a live broadcast in my own group. Is it okay to mention that, Judith?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's the 50K a month club for serious entrepreneurs, and we're actually going to be talking about overwhelm, frustration, confusion, all these things that we go through. And a lot of people, when they hit these hurdles, they do quit. What I want to do is get you over those and make you realize why, we're only human. It happens to all of us. It happens to me, but there's ways to handle it that gets you over those issues. So if that resonates with you in any way, then do hop into the group and come and check out that live later on.
Yeah, actually, I'm dropping the link to the club in the comments here as we speak. But Karen, before we proceed on forward, I'm working on we'll talk about 50K month club, 50K a month club shortly here. And I really love what you're doing in there, and I'll drop the link, guys, in the comments here shortly. If you're not part of the group, highly recommend to join the group. So Karen, break it down for us. What's your subject matter expertise right now?
Oh, totally Facebook. Most of what I do is free organic traffic direct from Facebook. It's kind of where I've got all my business from. And I know we keep hearing about paid traffic. And yes, you do need paid traffic without a doubt. And I do use solo ads. Obviously, you know, we have to vet them to get really good vendors. But mostly it's Facebook. I get everything from Facebook. You know, I've pretty much built my businesses right on Facebook, and I don't spend hours on there. I never go into Messenger. I'm never messaging other people. I hate being pitched. So why would I do it to somebody else? You know?
Yeah.
Even with those messages that are like on the premise, hi, how are you? And you just like, just get the pitch over already so I can block your ass, you know?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I made a post last night. It said, if you're about to send me a pitch or about to link spam me, please include a video of you doing a production number of ABBA's Take a Chance on Me. That's the only way I'll even read your pitch. Otherwise, don't even bother.
Absolutely. I hate it, you know, and I really hate it. Something very slimy about going to someone's inbox and trying to pitch them in some way. If someone asks me a question, of course, I'll always help. But I very much work on the attractive, you know, character and marketing. And, you know, people ask me, you know, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, then we start a conversation. Again, I don't immediately go for the link drop. I start talking to these people. You know, we're all human beings, and not everyone signs up, but that's fine. But they usually join my tribe. And I can tell you, if they don't sign up there and then, there's a good chance they will 6 months later, because that happens a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we have Mark McGarry, Joy Mercado, and Sean Maloney all showing us love, saying hi. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys, they're my boys.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So now, Karen, I'm just wondering, you said you just do the attractive, right? You don't do the messages, hey, thanks for, you know, blah, 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 thanks for adding me, all that stuff. You pretty much just do your posts and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. I pretty much, there's my, hang on. Sorry about that.
No worries.
That's where my phone is connected to my computer, so I get the phone ringing. Sorry, I thought I'd turn that off. Sorry, what was the question?
No, we're just breaking it down, right? Like, so guys, take notes, okay? She doesn't use Messenger. She just uses the attractive. She's really using attraction marketing hardcore here. So you just do your posts on the regular, like, do you have like scheduled posts, or is it just?
No, I don't even use, I used to use a post planner, and it was Post Planner, the actual one I used, but I actually find I just get more authentic engagement when I just do a post when I feel like it. Some days I won't even do a post. Other days last night I did a post on Game of Thrones, and, you know, that got loads of engagement. I mean, the key is to keep changing it up. You don't keep talking about your opportunity. Yes, I give results quite a lot. But, you know, I also share entertainment. I talk about my family. I talk about my boys. I do live broadcasts, which is where it all really turned around for me, was with the live broadcasts. You know, but the other thing I have to say to you is no point in doing any of this stuff if the people who are on your profile are just your friends and family. With all due respect, I'm sure they're lovely people. However, they're not going to buy your stuff. Okay. You need to find other entrepreneurs, and usually being in an opportunity is a good starting point. But, you know, I join entrepreneurial groups and I contribute to those groups as well. I get people, you know, I get myself known by putting a few posts up. I add friends. So I bring people into my world who I believe are appropriate. And when I say entrepreneurial groups, I'm not talking about those spammy ones where you get, you know, spam every 5 seconds, you know, post, basically. Not those groups. You know, there's plenty of really good ones out there. And I certainly do not advise you ever drop links into any of those groups. You build relationships, and that's where it all starts. So you bring those people into your world by starting with the relationship. And then you add them, and then, you know, people will start commenting and liking your posts, and you just go through and you add those people when you interact in those groups.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, though, please make no mistake, this does not happen overnight. Karen has worked a long time to get this traction going, and I've been doing it for a while now, but I still don't have the kind of traction that I want. So it does take a while. It does take work. So it's just something that you need to understand. Okay, that it's not overnight. Don't send me or Karen a disgruntled message. Trust me, Karen, I've received so much gruntled messages. Judith, your shit's not working. I'm like, what?
Yeah, this all comes back to mindset, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It all circles back to mindset all the time. So, yeah, Karen, really lay it down for us. Don't pull anything back. Tell us about your roughest moment there. Tell us about your rock bottom moment.
Oh, crikey. I mean, it was around February, March 2016. I'd spent all this money, and I'm not joking, we were already massively in debt, and it was like my last credit card. And I just saw this online opportunity. At the time, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was brand new to it. But I just thought, what a great idea this is, this online training, and you get to sell it on. And it was with one of the big names out there, and I'm not going to say who, but basically they just kept encouraging you to buy the next level, buy the next level. The answers will be at the next level. The answers will be at the next level. And I'm sure a lot of you, this is resonating with, and it never happened, and I was just more and more overwhelmed and depressed because I'd spent all this money. I mean, ridiculous amounts of money. We'd already accrued a massive amount of debt because my husband had been out of work for a few years. So we'd lived off credit cards. I mean, how we even had that much credit, I don't even know, but somehow we did. Thank God, because it kept the roof over our head. So there were some pretty low moments within the online marketing. I mean, prior to being an online marketer, I'd started to listening to podcasts, and it was kind of around the time that I'd been working on losing some weight. I'd had my 2 boys, and I was doing the Beachbody workouts. And I started to follow Chalene Johnson, who's one of the trainers with Beachbody. But she's also actually a fantastic businesswoman. And I highly recommend her podcast, which is Build Your Tribe. So do look that up on and I think you can get it in Stitcher as well. And I was listening to her, and she was just constantly saying, you have to have an online business. You have to have an online business. I'm like, well, that's great. But, what am I supposed to do? I don't really have any skills that I can use online. So I just started looking, and then all of a sudden this business kind of came up, and I thought, wow, that looks really interesting. And then, the leveling up story began, and investing more and more and more. But, I'd already started to build my mindset, and I didn't realize that was what I was doing. I was pretty blue. I was very low after the birth of my second son. I went through the whole postnatal depression, and, getting my body back was kind of part of just getting, and that was all part of a mindset change as well. And it was all part of my journey, really leading me into online marketing. Now, I didn't have any Facebook skills when I started. I didn't have a clue. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was doing at that point, I was doing the same as everyone else was doing. I was spamming my own timeline. I was like, hey, check this out. Isn't it great? I think everybody does it, because you sort of think, wow, I can see how amazing this is. Why can't everybody else? It doesn't really work that way, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah. But what I did do in that opportunity, and this was my aha moment, was I started building relationships again. It comes back to that relationship. It's so, so important. And I saw that basically everyone was struggling to get leads, get leads. They were all struggling. So I would sort of, I'd try stuff on Twitter, and I'd get a few leads, and then I'd do a video, and in the group of that particular opportunity, I'd say, hey, guess what, guys, I've just done this on Twitter, and I got some free leads, woohoo, And so then, I was doing that all the time, and unbeknowingly to me, I was putting out value. I was building relationships. People liked me. And, I just didn't realize that was the catalyst. So that when I actually found the Super Affiliate Network, and I went out there and I went, wow, guys, you've got to check this out. I killed it within the first few weeks, because people came in, they saw the training, and I know we're in the same opportunity, aren't we, Judith? And I'm sure it was the same for you as well. Watching that training, modules 1, 2, 3, then, at the time it was 21 modules, it's 18 now. And every single one, there were these huge aha moments. I was like, I've paid $14,000 in this other opportunity. And for the $1 boot camp, I am getting more value, more information. They teach you how to get leads. They teach you how to turn those leads into sales. So every, module was this massive aha light bulb moment. So all I was doing was I was going out on Facebook going, I'm blown away. This is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And people were just jumping onto my link. And it wasn't really until about a year or so later when because I didn't really understand why I was having such a huge success. And I know that sounds strange until you have that beautiful thing called hindsight. And I thought, well, let's break it down. Why? And I did this back in January because my business did slow a little bit. I thought, why is it slowed? Why am I not having the same traction that I did? Okay, let's look at what I was doing back then. So that's exactly what I did. And then I realized it was my ecosystem on Facebook. I'd built this ecosystem of entrepreneurs. Now, I hadn't really renewed it since that time, if you see what I mean. It was the same people. So they were used to me by that point. And the point is you have to keep refreshing it. You have to keep bringing new people in. And there are tools also, and that means you have to get rid of the deadwood as well. You want great algorithms on your Facebook profile. Facebook knows these things. It picks up on, people who are getting the traction, and they send even more to you. Now, one of the key things that is, like I say, get rid of the deadwood out of your friend list. I know it sounds really harsh, but it's true. And there is an extension on Chrome, completely free, and it's called Friend Remover Pro.
Pro. Let me write that down.
And it ranks all of your friends in order of engagement. So the people who are engaging with you the most are at the top, and the ones who aren't engaging at all are at the bottom. So you can go through and you can say, right, I'm getting rid of all you lot because you're not engaging with me. And then you can do what I was talking about, is going into groups where there's online, marketers out there. You start conversations, you start dropping some value bombs into those groups. So those people want to get to know you. I'm giving away all my secrets here.
Yeah, there you go, guys. You heard it here. Exactly. Entrepreneur in the Spotlight number 11. That's where you heard it from.
Exactly. Then you friend those people, you bring them into your world. I've got my 50K club, which just puts out pure value. So I then bring them into my world even more by advertising my 50K club on my timeline, because that's kind of not an opportunity. It's a free group, and I get great engagement in the group as well. So I'm saying, hey, come and join my group. I'm doing this live tonight, and we're giving away loads and loads of great value. And, so it is really building this situation where people just keep seeing you, and they're getting to know you, and they're loving what they're seeing. Some people will hate me. Do you know what? I don't care. If you don't like me, I don't want to work with you. This is how you got to think about haters. I mean, if they don't like you, and they've got that kind of negative mindset anyway, who cares? Do you know what? Let them go live their little miserable lives on the other end of Facebook. You can block them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, pretty much. Like, I get hate emails on the regular. Oh, you're such a know-it-all. Oh, thank you for letting me know that all my beliefs are BS. I'm like, wait, you felt like I was talking to you in my email? I like that. That's all I got. That's all I got out of that. And not like, oh, did I hurt your feelings? None of that. I don't really care. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mark McGarry says, I'm due for another Facebook cleanse. Cheers, Karen. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Mr. Ken Hart, high pride. Oh, Karen. Oh, that's sweet.
That's my dad.
Yeah. High pride. Oh, there you go. Sweet. That's sweet. Hey, Mr. Hart, how's it going? We have Lisa Felice, Ashley DeLuca, James Reed, Mr. Ken Hart showing us some love. Hello.
Oh, thank you, guys. It was the heart.
There you go. Keep them coming. So from there, what's your most brilliant light bulb moment? You've probably already gone through it during that really explosive speech there, but spotlight that for us. What's your most brilliant light bulb moment?
Oh, crikey. Most brilliant light bulb moment. I think it was really, it is that kind of moment when you realize what has been working for you. And it's what I've just broken down. It's really just, if something is working in your business and you haven't, something just hasn't connected, which it hadn't with me, really, honestly, go and get a pen and paper write this stuff down and start joining the dots. How did that start? Where did that come from? You know, I really do recommend, I mean, I use pen and paper mostly, to be honest with you. I find there's a greater connect when you're using your pad and your pen. I mean, you know, for me, and also, yeah, actually the other one was that it's about relationships, everything. It's about relationships. It's about building those online relationships. It's about getting people to connect to you, like you, trust you. And not because you're forcing it, not because you're trying. It's because they want it. It's because you're giving out some really good stuff. You know, just focus on really what you can bring to the table for other people. That's where the 50K club came from. You know, I kind of challenged myself, right, I want to get to 50K a month. How am I going to do that? I thought, right, okay. I've got some ideas and they're still in practice, but I thought, do you know, this would be much more fun if I bring some people along for the ride. So I set up the group and we've got over 1,500 people in there. And that was, when did I set that up? It was probably about 6 or 7 weeks ago. So, I mean, this is how recent it is, and it's got incredible traction. The engagement is absolutely fantastic. I encourage people to interact in the group. I encourage them to friend each other, because I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But if someone else in the group connects and they can get something out of it, then that's awesome. And, you know, the other big turnaround that I've had just recently is just masterminding with other people. Look around you. Who's in your immediate vicinity who you like, who you get on with, who you're on the same journey with, that you could meet up, you know, once a week, 4 or 5 of you. This has completely exploded my growth. It's exploded the growth of the other members in the team. We're coming up with lots of new ideas. You know, we're testing ads between us so we can see what's working and what isn't. But you got to think, well, okay, if you're spending money on ads, isn't it better to have 5 people testing than 1? You know, and if you're working together, you're coming up with more ideas. It's really that, it's what synergy is really defined by 1 + 1 = 5, you know, because you're getting far more energy, far more input, and I can't explain it until you do it, until you try it. You know, I just encourage anyone, look to your peers. Who do you want to work with? Start doing it. Start getting together. You know, there's this big sort of myth in our industry that we have to be solopreneurs, that we have to do this alone, that we have to work all this stuff out on our own. And it's absolute rubbish, because it's much more fun when you're working with other people. It takes the pressure off. You know, you feel less stressed. You got people to rant to, you know. Sometimes we'll just sit in the group and go, and we'll all have a good laugh about it and then move on. You know, it is so powerful. And I would say to anybody, just do it. Stop. Judith, are you doing it?
Yes. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yes.
If you're not, I want to hear in the next couple of weeks' time that you reached out to 4 people and you've agreed to form a mastermind group, because it will explode your business, because you are going to come up with so many fantastic ideas. You're going to test different ad strategies, and it's going to help you so much. Yes, that's another golden nugget right there.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. It's been, we're what, 20 minutes in, and it's already an explosive interview. We're not even, we're almost halfway there, but not even. It's so explosive. Karen, I knew it. You're gonna drop it today. I knew it. Rebecca Reed, yes, we are all grateful you set that up. Yes, we are, Karen, as you said, right? Take a few people along on the ride. I hopped on that bus so fast as soon as you put up that group, and but yeah, no, the masterminding. I'm actually rereading this book right here, and I just read about the mastermind a few days ago. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I've actually got an app on my phone, and it's the Think and Grow Rich app, and I must admit, I watched Rebecca the other day, and she's so good. She's like, I always make time for reading. I fall asleep when I read. This is a problem. I have to do audio if I'm going to do it. But apps are great, because I get these little like bombs of knowledge coming in, you know, every hour or so on my phone. Like, oh, that's really good, you know.
Yeah. Bring it in. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, Karen, what held you back from going all in your business?
Confidence, I think, self-belief. Even when I was getting the results I was getting, there's a little voice inside of me saying, I'm not worthy. You know, and I think this is a huge issue. It's a huge mindset issue with people, that we have this nagging feeling, I'm not enough, I'm not enough. It's that internal voice, the ego, you know, that makes you think, well, you know, you'll have this success for a little while, but they're all going to see through you in the end. They know you're a fake and a phony. You know, there's this kind of conversations that you have. And I think it's when I started grappling with that and actually getting control of that, and actually, actually saying to that voice, that's not true. You know, I am worthy of this. I am good at what I do. I do have value to give to people, and then start looking for that value within myself instead of looking at the areas that I'm weak. Because I'm not great at everything, but the stuff I'm good at, I'm really good at. So, you know, why focus on that other stuff? I mean, you can get to a point, you can get other people to deal with that stuff, you know. Fiverr, God's sake. I mean, I'm rubbish with tech stuff. I really hate bloody websites and stuff. So outsource, get rid, you know, I don't need that. But no, it really is coming to grips with that inner voice, and actually just starting to believe that you can do it. And that people are following you for a reason. They've obviously seen something in you to be following you to start with. So why are you even doubting yourself? You know, it is so destructive, that voice in your head. It really can be. It's that self-sabotage. But the truth of it is, we've all got, you know, our own unique personalities. I remember watching Ace and Rich, you know, and they really kill it. They were doing these amazing lives. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't do that. You know, they're on live doing their Q&As, absolutely killing it. And I'm like, oh, I need to be doing that. I should be doing that. But I've got 2 little boys. I don't know how I'm going to manage it. And actually, it was the realization that I don't have to be them. You know, so what I started doing was saying, okay, Ace and Richard got this great Q&A, guys, to my team, go and jump on that, you know, and I will give you my innate value and knowledge that I have. You know, they're gifted in other amazing ways. And when you start to realize you don't have to be those people, you just have to do what you do well. And pass on that knowledge. You know, Ace and Rich are great. They keep their Q&As open to the public, so you can easily just send your people over there. They'll be grateful to you for pointing it out to them. You know, as long as you are still engaging, and by engaging, I don't mean you have to be, you know, in the group every 5 minutes, but you're just there and you're helping people. You know, it is a journey of growth, and really, I think the biggest thing for me on this journey is actually self-discovery. And I think anybody who's seriously gone into this online business for more than a year, they begin to realize there's so many layers of the onion before you find the real you. You know, you kind of start with Facebook Lives and you put yourself out there and you kind of think you have to be this certain way. And not to say that you're not being authentic. I'm sure there is an authenticity to it, but you what's the word? It's just this voyage of discovery, basically. Carry on doing that. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, because eventually you get to the point where you realize, do you know what? It's okay just to be you. It's okay to be silly on camera. It's okay to have a bit of fun. It's okay to mess up, you know, and that's why I love live, actually, because, you know, you mess up. Ah, well, it's happened. Move on, you know.
Yeah.
And it's more fun anyway. I love live because of the fun factor and getting the interaction. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just one aspect, but it is this, you discover, I think, an inner strength as well. And I think if any of you are on the verge of thinking, oh, I can't do this, trust me, you can. And if you feel that way, step away. I spoke to a lady in the Super Affiliate Network, bless her heart. She was really struggling. She's not on my team. And I said, right, I want you to promise me you're going to step away from your laptop this weekend. You are not going to even look at the Super Affiliate Network. You're not even going to think about the Super Affiliate Network. And what happened? She got a sale.
Boom.
And she said to me, she said, yeah, I haven't, you know, I said, you're getting too stressed. You're getting too up in your head, because this is what we do. I said, just step away. And that's my message to anyone, because it sounds counterintuitive. But if you're getting overwhelmed and stressed, step back. go for a walk. You know, it could be a couple of hours, it could be a couple of days. Do what you need to do to reset your head, get back in the right place. Meditate. I'm quite a big one on meditation and just clearing that clutter in your brain, because that's all it is. It's just clutter, and it's just self-talk that starts sneaking in again on you when you're in that state of stress. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason Elliott says, I'm going to try this. Overwhelm is setting in. Yeah, actually, yesterday I was having a really rough time in the morning. So I stepped out, went golfing, and came back, took a nap, and then went back in. And yeah, everything pretty much somehow worked itself out. So yeah. Raymond Stender is showing us some love. Lucian Sperling is showing us some love. Hey guys, how's it going? Rebecca Reed says, everybody's deepest fear is looking bad. It stops us from fully believing in our own self-worth. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It's showing those vulnerabilities, which is the most powerful thing. It's what makes people connect with you the most, when they see, do you know what? You're just a human being like me. You're not, you know, you're nothing. Well, I don't mean this detrimental, in a derogatory way. It's, you know, you're nothing special. I'm a human being just like you. We can all do this. And trust me, my first videos and my first lives were not that great, you know. I really had to force myself out there. I had enormous confidence issues when I started in this business. I would cringe, and I would cringe at the thought of reaching out to people and that sort of thing, and building relationships. So, it is a real journey of growth and coming a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I still cringe every time I see my first video ever. It scares the absolute heck out of me. Oh, look at that. Raymond Stender, guys and gals, this opportunity is absolutely real, folks. Jump in this soup. This is super exciting. Learn to take imperfect daily actions and learn every day. That's exactly it, really. Stop waiting to be perfect, because it'll never be. It'll never happen. Just optimize as you go. Yeah.
As our mentor, he always says imperfect action all the way. And he's absolutely right, because...
Sorry, me too.
Imperfect action, you know, that there is never a perfect time. It's like when you're thinking about having children, there's never a perfect time to do that. You're not a perfect parent. You're not born with all the knowledge. You learn on the fly. And to be honest, if I had to give advice to anyone, it's just do it, just do it. And you will learn from the experience. Yes, there might be some horrible moments that you're just going to cringe and go, oh my God, that was awful. As with some of my early videos. But you will learn from the experience, and you will be another step closer, another step forward to what it is you're aiming for.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of advice, Karen, what's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I've ever received, it's got to be just do it. It is that imperfect action. It is just, get over yourself, get out there, stop, worrying about what other people think as well. That used to be probably the thing that paralyzed me the most was, what are other people going to say? What are they going to think of me? And now I'm like, whatever, I don't care. They're either going to like me or they're not. And if they don't, then, it's their problem, not mine. So.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. As soon as you start to let go of other people's opinion, because in reality, there's really, it's really got nothing to do with you. So, let's face it. Yeah. What's this? Mr. Kenhart says you starting a baby boom. I guess with the I guess that's got to do with the comment with the
must be yes, yeah. Yeah. People are just going to go out and have children now. Oh well, Karen.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
It's never a good time. Let's just do it. Well, I don't know. No, I mean, obviously being in a stable relationship is usually key.
Karen Richardson said, Karen Richard came out from the lady herself. Just do it. All right. So what's a personal habit that's just a must for you on a daily basis that contributes to your success, to your productivity, and all that good stuff?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Hang on.
No worries.
Decline. There we go. Right. Okay. Right, personal habits for myself. For me, I do a lot of the inner work, and I know people, they don't rate this terribly highly. You know, I do visualization, I do the meditation. If I get stuck, you know, I sort of think, okay, how do I get around this? What's my next step? And I would just leave it alone. I don't even necessarily have to meditate, but you know, I'll sleep on it. Always keep, you know, your reason for doing what you're doing. And I mean the real reason, not the making money reason. You know, for me, it's my family. It's having the freedom. I mean, for example, today, you know, I had to take my son to the doctors, and I couldn't have done that if I was, well, I mean, I could have done, but it, you know what it's like when you're working for someone. It's like, oh, I've got to take some time off work. It's kind of awkward. It's horrible to have to ask. And then when your kids are ill, you know, but it is that being, you know, there for your children, and, you know, giving them the amazing experiences and you know, in life, and actually being able to teach them this stuff as well. Can you imagine at a young age growing up with this knowledge, you know, of working online, of having the right mindset, that you can actually pass that on. I mean, they're going to be in a much better position, you know, as they turn into adults. But yeah, I certainly do advocate, I just keep coming back and working on the mindset. And I think that's why I've lasted as long as I did. And I got through the really, really tough times when I'd spent all the money. I was really at my wit's end, and I thought, I don't even know what I'm going to do now. You know, it was hard. And, you know, I just believed that something would turn up. I write stuff down, you know, I write my goals down. I think there's a real connect when you write goals down, when you write stuff down, write your dreams down, not just your goals, your dreams. In actual fact, they're more powerful, far more powerful than your goals. Yeah, so that's really what I do daily.
Yeah, pretty much. There's something about writing it down that I guess it's the physical actual work that comes with it that really connects it with you. But yeah, no, guys, like, just observe the trend, guys, here. Every single successful entrepreneur out there always circles back to mindset. So right there says a lot about how it's true. 80% of all this is really mindset. That's where it all begins. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you know, you see it coming into groups, the people who haven't got the mindset, you know, when am I going to start making money? Why, you know, why is this so hard? Oh, and I remember asking, I got a message from one guy, I obviously won't mention any names. And he said, oh, I'm feeling really disappointed. You know, I joined this opportunity and I've not had any results. So I said, okay, how long have you been in? A week? And what action have you taken? Oh, none. Oh, well, there you go then.
There you go. It answers everything.
Like, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lucianne Sperling says, entrepreneurship for kids. I'm taking my daughter, 8 years old. If I knew what I know today, I'm training my daughter. Sorry. If I knew what I know today, I would be very successful since teenager. Yeah, pretty much, right? You got to mold them young. Raymond Stender says, I'm so thankful you never gave up, Karen. Sending love from Florida. Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Ray's one of my team. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Oh boy, Karen. Rebecca Reed says, Karen says, go have a baby now. Oh boy. Yes. So, Karen, let's talk about the one thing that you're super excited about right now.
Oh, wow. I'm super excited about where this mastermind is taking me. You know, I told you where I hooked up with these guys. They're all my team members, actually, in my SAN team. But they're ones that I could see they wanted to make things happen. I had a good relationship with them. And I said, hey, guys, why don't we meet, you know, weekly, start discussing strategies. We didn't really even have a plan when we started, you know, and it just started with this all talking and coming up with ideas. And for the next meeting, we had something to talk about. And I was like, well, why don't we talk about this? And then, and things have just grown and grown and grown. We've got ideas and we've got plans in place and strategies that we're sharing between the 5 of us, which is just making life so much easier. And I'm so excited because I don't know where this is headed, to be honest with you. But the growth since starting that mastermind to today, which is about 8 weeks, has been phenomenal for all of us. The progress that we've seen in our opportunities, in our own, we are all super excited raising that mastermind. Sean is there. I think he's on the call as well. So, we are all very, very excited about where this is leading, because we don't really know how it's all going to end, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what really makes it exciting, as you said, right? Like, you don't know, but the answers just somehow come in as you go.
You have to trust. You just have to believe and have faith. And I'm big advocate of the law of attraction, as I think you probably know, and I just think you put it out there, it will come back to you, and we are putting it out there large.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think it was Rod Hairston that said it, but anyway, what you focus on, you find. What you focus on grows, and what you focus on, ultimately you become, and nothing is more true than that.
Exactly. True, and that absolutely goes for the bad stuff as well. If you're focusing on the bad stuff in the world and the bad things that are happening to you, more and more of that you're going to find. It's absolutely true. And I remember being in that position probably about 8 or 9 years ago. It just seemed everything was going wrong. The boiler was breaking down, my husband was out of work, the car was breaking down, and it was just this catalogue of stuff that kept happening, and now it's just the complete opposite. I mean, it's incredible really how, when you get an understanding of how that works, it's amazing really. And it's absolutely true.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Karen, before we wrap this up, wait, I don't want to wrap this up yet. Before we wrap this up, give us a little bit of a parting piece of guidance.
Oh, a parting piece of guidance. Okay. Just, you got to start stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit every single day. Just focus on growing a little bit every single day. Do something new, something that feels that a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to work. Just do it. Every day now I'm doing things that I think, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah. And then sometimes I just think, I think I'm mad doing this. It was like the 50K club. I thought nobody's going to want to join this, nobody's going to want to do this. Again, it was that ego voice, and it's just gone crazy. We're getting so much engagement. Loads of people are joining. They're loving it. They're loving the value that we're putting out there. So just do it, for crying out loud, whatever it is. And if you get an idea, a little spark of an idea, act on it straight away. And I find that when that happens, you get great momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you have to act while it's fresh, not like, okay, 2 days later, because by then chances are you've already forgotten about it.
Yes.
Yeah? Sorry, I'm just writing your parting piece again.
Oh, no problem.
Writing. Yeah. Right.
I'll do a little song while we're waiting. I
guess keep them entertained.
It's like the hold music.
Yeah. Karen, yeah. Karen, what's the best way that they could connect with you?
Okay, my website is crushitwithkaren.com.
Yeah.
So you can connect with me there, or connect with me on Facebook. Like I say, I'm always turning my friends over. So if you want to be a new one and you want to stay connected, then keep engaged.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. But guys, really, if you stay engaged with Karen's post, then chances are she'll bump up in your algorithms, right? She'll always show up, and you want to see her post. Trust me, you really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always said to people, if you're struggling for what to do on Facebook, you can kind of copy what I'm doing. And I know actually Rebecca, who's on this call, and bless her heart, I loved listening to her call the other day, and I love seeing her progress. She's doing so amazingly. It's incredible. And she's one to watch, guys. You should follow her. Yeah, you should follow Judith.
It's another one.
And, just if you're stuck, just look at what other people are doing. You can copy me, whatever, not obviously verbatim, because but putting your own spin on it. And anything that resonates, just follow that person who you enjoy following, basically. See what they're doing, how they're crushing it. And, you will get results eventually. Rebecca said she copied what I was doing, or followed me and emulated my own work on Facebook, and she's had success as well. So it does work.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, don't forget to check out the 50K Mastermind. And I think you guys are doing a training again tonight, eh?
Yes, yeah, it's the 50K a month club.
Yeah, 50K a month. Yeah, club. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
There you go. I dropped the link on the comments, and yeah, guys, definitely check that out. It'll be great. I've been I don't always catch their lives, but I catch the replays, and it's yeah, it's super valuable. They drop so much value in there that's more than enough for you to get started with. All right, so Karen, thank you for hanging out with us. I really, really appreciate you coming out to hang out with us. And guys, thank you for joining Karen and I here. I love you guys. I appreciate you for coming in. Join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back in our regular 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, thanks again for hanging out with us. And don't forget to check out the 50K month club. I dropped the link in the comments. Definitely go check that out. It's fun in there. It's plenty of value in there. And so yeah, guys, we'll see you on tomorrow's broadcast of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight. All right, Facebook, we'll see you later. Cheers.